Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Rob here, Fully Loaded Customs. On today's video, we're going to be separating this frame from the body of the 1958 Chevrolet Impala, getting that bent frame out of here, getting it separated, getting the body off the frame, getting the new one in after I do a bunch of digging because it snowed again. Dang it. Once I'm done that, we're going to get the frame back in here. But first, we'll separate the body. I'll show you how it's done. One person, all you need is some wood, some jacks, and a jack stand or two. And that's all you need. I'll show you how it's done. I'll show you how I do it in my shop by myself because I don't got no help. Shop dog's sleeping, so gonna have to get this one done myself. So stick around. Show you how it's done. Up here outside, it's finally warmed up to -5, so I can finally film outside without it killing my battery and the phone. It's not -40, 45, whatever it was ridiculously cold here for 3 weeks. But anyway, 58 frame is buried deep in that snowbank back there. So now it's warm, let's get to digging it out. I'll just get to digging. Hopefully I won't be here for a week digging this damn thing out. Cool guys, so first things first, what I want to do is separate the frame from the body. So I got lucky here, the car got hit, so I don't have to deal with this bolt because it's been pulled out already. I do got to take this one out here, and then I've got, I think there's about 8 or so on the car. If we go down here underneath, one frame body bolt right there. I got another one right over here. There is one, if you can see it there too, it's just up on top. I'm gonna have to take the tire off for it. And then we come back to the back half of the car. I got one to remove. I think it's up in here somewhere. But anyway, so it's not too many. There is one, just behind the tire here too. I gotta remove that one as well. So yeah, so I showed you guys that there too. There's only about 8 or so of them removed. I'll probably get lucky because the car has been pretty rusted, so I'm sure a lot of them are just gonna spin the rust right out anyway, and it should be pretty easy to deal with. But I'll set the camera back up, crawl underneath it, and we'll start getting this frame separated from the body. I don't know why it took me so long to think of that, but that's what we're going to do, is separate the frame from the body. So I'll set the camera back up and get to work. So on the last one, the bolt snapped. Perfect. So the bolt snapped on that one. That'll happen. Guys, it's always just a lot easier when the bolts break. Less spinning, less time, they break, and it's just a lot faster. Beauty, boys. So guys, I got 10 of the 12 bolts out. 2 of them are not working. This one right here, it's just spinning around. The nut is just pretty much seized in place. And the one on the far corner, same thing, it's just spinning in circles. So anyway, gonna take the body saw, gonna cut those off. That should solve the issue, and then we can get the car up off the frame. Alright guys, so I got the body separated from the frame here. 10 of the 12 bolts came out real easy. I was able to zip those out with the impact. This one here though, I did have to cut this one out. This took probably about 10 minutes or something like that with the sawzall, body saw. It wasn't that bad though. Got it all hammered out, it's good to go. Down here, this other one here too, I did have to cut this one out. A little bit more challenging to get that one out. As you've seen in the video for that one there too though, she was smoking when that one came out. So got everything separated here now. I'll open up the shop door. Got better air quality in here now because I let out the smoke. So I can breathe a bit better. So now the point here, I just gotta kind of figure out what I'm gonna do to get this car up off the ground. If you've got a rotisserie, it's a pretty easy job. You just make up some brackets for the body mounts in the front, brackets for the body mounts in the back. You lift it up. If you got a rotisserie, you probably have help. I think I got 2 people lifting the car up. Don't got that. I got 4 pieces of 4x4, 6 jack stands, 1 jack, and just myself and the shop dog, but she's sleeping over there, so I ain't getting a hand with her today. So probably go into the fridge here, grab myself a brewski, come up with some brainstorming ideas. Be back in a couple minutes. We'll get this figured out. All right, guys. So this is kind of what I came up with here. So I don't have much metal for rocker panels or nothing on this car, but I do got this nice little seam here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my jack underneath there, and then I'm going to put my piece of wood behind this nice little lip that goes right across it, a jack stand on this side and a jack stand on that side. That's how I'm going to tackle the front end of the car here. So I'll go around in the back and I'll show you kind of what I gave. Yeah, I'll show you my idea for the back. So on the back half of the car here now, so I'll kind of give you my idea on this one. I'll show you, we got less metal here in the back for sure. Just check it out. Way less metal. I shouldn't be able to do this. So less metal here, but I have an idea for that. So as you can see here in the back, from section to section, I've really got nothing to be putting the jack stand underneath and trying to lift this car up. So because I have this nice huge gaping hole in my trunk floor pans, that shouldn't be there. What I'm going to do is I have over on the side there, I've got a chunk of 6x6. I'm going to try and put that 6x6, stand it upright, put it on the jack stand, and then hook it underneath this section of the bar. and hopefully that bar and everything else is welded, and I did that good enough so that it'll raise the back section of the car off. That's my first idea. I'm going to give that a shot first, see how it works. If that works good, at least I'll be able to put a jack stand on each side of the car, slide my piece of wood across, and we'll be set to go. So let's give that a try first, see how it goes. Hopefully it works. It'd be really nice if it did. But first, leave your comments down in the comment section below. Tell me what you would do in this scenario if you were picking up this car up off the ground, or sorry, off the frame. Let me know what you would do and how would you do it. Honestly, I really haven't done this before, so I'm just gonna figure it out. I'm just not afraid to try things. And yeah, just leave your comments down in the comment section below. Let me know what you would do if I didn't do what you would do to get this car up off the frame. So guys, for the back half of the car, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jack the car up here. I'm going to put jack stands each side. Same thing we'll be doing on the front. And then there's this section here that kind of looks like Swiss cheese, where I believe I'm going to be able to put my my 4x4 board. And I think because it's long enough and it's going to evenly distribute the weight, it shouldn't really cave that in as much. And it probably will be okay for me to lay the board across it to support it. So that's kind of my plan here. I'm just gonna have to cut this section here out just so my my board will fit across it. But it's the best scenario I've kind of got. And same thing, bonus, I don't have a floor in the car at the moment, so I'll be able to jack it up from the inside, which will make this pretty easy to do. Hey guys, so we're back here at the shop again. I had to wait for about a week or so because it snowed again a lot. Anyway, so my frame is reburied in the snow. Seriously, take a look around at these snowbanks here. There is just a ridiculous, there's just too much snow. Again, so anyway, I got to be quick here so I can get that frame undug there today so I can get it back in the garage before it snows again. And we got to get that underneath the 58. So I'll set the camera back up here and then get it all sorted. We'll get that undug one more time and then get it underneath the 58 finally. But yeah, you can just take a look. Like the 67, she's buried over there deep in the snow. I don't know, I'll go grab, what I'll do, I'll probably grab a tape measure real quick. I'll just show you about amount of snow we got. We got at least 20 inches of snow or so, or maybe if not more. So I'll quickly show you that. So you can see just how much of snow is on the 67 here. So just to give you an idea, just line that up there at the bottom, and she's roughly about, say a good 22 inches or so of snow. Like there's a lot. 60, you can't even see the 64. It's just too much snow this year. The camera back up and I'll get to undigging this frame one more time. And that's it. And if it don't work, then I might just leave it there till the spring, but I probably won't. Anyway, let's go do that. Undig it one more time. Get it up out of the snowbank. And get it in the garage finally. Cool guys, so I got all the snow finally undug over there. Got the frame up, it's out of the way right now. So anyway, I just rigged up this little, like I said, again, I'm doing this myself here at the shop. That was completely buried in snow. It's probably still frozen in the ground. I pushed it there in the springtime. I'm not pushing it back up right now because obviously all the snow, plus it's still stuck. So I kind of came up with this little method here, just to, doing it myself. What can I do to make things work at the shop with what I have? So let me show you. Came up with this little winch idea. Should work. So let's take a look at it. Cool guys. So what I came up with is I just opened up the door here. Kind of got my winch tied up here just with a strap. Got the pin through the strap there where the metal piece is. Got it hooked up to my battery over here. Ran that winch line down over there to the just kind of slung it around the frame there. She's all sitting up in there. Anyway, should work pretty good. So let's set up the camera, get to pulling this thing up here before it snows again. All right guys, so I got the 58. She's all suspended here now. I went ahead yesterday, I made these other two rear wooden support beams. If I were to ever do this again, which I probably will, I'm definitely gonna get two more of these sturdier jacks for the back that I have in the back. I'll get another set of those to use up front. The car right now with those jacks and the wooden blocks, it's really sturdy actually. It doesn't move around, not at all. So nice and supportive, it's nice and sturdy. I can definitely be able to pull this old frame here now. I'll yank that out here. Once I have that frame yanked out, I'll slide it up over into the spot that I freed up over there. I'll grab my new frame, pull it in here, slide it up. I might get lucky with the new frame, and I might be able to the new frame right up underneath the car. Gonna try that, gonna see how it is. Hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. I'm hoping it works out pretty good here. Spent enough time kind of screwing around with it to make it work, so everything's all good to go. So let's get taking that frame out and get the old one. Ooh, it's been hit a little bit there in the back. But anyway, we'll get that frame out, get the new one in. Let's do it. Cool, so I had to stop about halfway. Once these skates got to right here, as you can imagine, they don't slide too good on the snow, so had to get the jack in there, jack it up, get the rear tires on it, and I'll let it back down. I'll pull it the rest of the way until the front skates on the coasters there get past my rear supports. Once they do, or once they get past that point, I'll jack it back up in the front, put the front tires on it, and slide this old frame up out the way, and yeah, get to pushing in the new one. Cool, so I got the old frame out. Old frame is no longer there. I've got it all set and ready to go for the new frame. So push that new frame up to the door, get it all ready, and slide it in here. Pretty sure the wheels are gonna have to come off. I'm gonna have to put it on the skates and slide it underneath. The same way I pulled the other one out is looking to be the only way I'm gonna get it in there. But anyway, let's do that. I'll push it in there and get that new frame underneath the car, finally. All right, cool guys, so I got the new frame sitting underneath the 58 Impala right now. This whole ordeal to change out the 58 Impala frame actually really didn't take that long. It probably took maybe about 10 minutes or so, 10, 12 minutes. And that's with pushing the old one out, changing the tires, yanking it out, pushing the new one back in, taking the tires off and whatever else. It really didn't take that long. Pretty quick, probably about 10, 15 minutes maybe to swap out both frames. Once it was sitting, where it's supposed to be sitting here, about 30 inches off the ground. Anyway, new frames underneath the 58, ton of snow on it. Gonna crank up the heat tonight in the shop, melt all that snow away so I'm not gonna deal with it there tomorrow. Come back here in the morning, I'll zap a couple bolts up into the frame. Once that's all been completed, go get the tires on it, take my little jack stand things away. And once the new frame is zapped up to the body of the 58, then I'll be able to start cutting off this firewall here. I'll be able to cut off the firewall here and start replacing it with that new one. And then once I can get that accomplished, then I can start welding in some new pieces of metal into this thing and start some kind of bodywork and metal fabrication stuff on it and really get going on this 58 Impala project. So anyway guys, gonna crank up the heat here, head back home, and I'll catch you guys here tomorrow in the shop, and we'll lower the 58 Impala back down onto the frame. Cool, before we go here guys, to just let you guys know again, for maybe the 7th or 8th time. Anyway, this stuff here didn't cost me anything for me to do this little project here at home. Basically all the wood and all the 4x4 planks and stuff, you see, I basically got for free. I just kept asking different hardware stores if they had any spare 4x4s that I could use for this project. Kind of told them what I was doing, what I was looking to do, and I ended up getting about 12 4x4, with those two, 14. I got 14 4x4 posts for free, didn't cost me anything. Had I gone and picked all this stuff up, You're probably looking at about 400, 500 bucks to do it with the prices of lumber right now. Maybe not that much, I don't know. But anyway, if you're looking to do it this way, the way I did it, just keep asking the hardware stores if they got any 4x4 beams that you can use. And yeah, they might hook you up like they did with me and get all your stuff for free. Hey guys, so we're back here in the shop next morning here. All the snow, as you can see underneath the 58, she's all been melted now, so I can get to lowering this car back down on the new frame. So what I'm doing this here too, what I want to do, I want to make sure that I'm only going a little bit at a time. If you try and get too greedy with it, you should probably fall a couple times on you. Trust me, I know this. Anyway, learn from that mistake. Don't want to get too greedy with it. You want to go up and down just a little bit at a time. So probably set the camera up and throw it in fast forward mode, and then slowly lower this car inch by inch down back onto the frame. So let's get. All right, guys, so I got the 58. It's been lowered back down now. If you can see, got it pretty much back on the frame right now. I just have a little bit more. It's hovering just above it, as you can see, just over here. And over there as well. So basically all I'm going to do at this point is I'm just going to go to the store real quick. I'm going to get a little bit longer of a bolt, so the bolt comes up here. Tighten it on so when it comes down it's going to sit in place. And maybe a little bit longer of a bolt there too, to just go up into the section up there that did not snap off of me. Every other bolt in the back pretty much snapped off. So as long as I can get the front one anchored in the correct spot and get one of these two on the floor, what's left of the floor, screwed back together and sunken in, at least that way I know the frame's going to sit on at the correct spot it should be. And maybe I'll just see if I can get a bolt or something like that just up inside there to hold the back half in place. But then, yeah, that's pretty much going to be about it. And then from that point, all I have to do is pretty much, I'm just going to jack it up, put the tires back on, throw it back on the skates, and should be ready to go. So let's rip the town real quick, get some bolts I forgot to get all week, come back, snug it back in place. So I just got back from the store here, got my bolt. Like I was saying, just put it up in there real loose or whatever, right? But then this way, whenever I lower it down, I'll suck it into place where it's supposed to be. Hopefully that'll line up the other bolts in the inside floor pan and just zap up a couple bolts in there once it's done. Alright guys, so we got the 58 Impala. She's sitting on the new frame here now at the shop. Quickly threw the rims and tires back on the car. I got it zapped up on the body of the frame in 3 places because the other 9 bolts are broken and they're still stuck in the body, so I wasn't able to get those ones attached. But 3 is better than 0, so that's what we're going to go with for now. I got 1 in the firewall, 2 in the body mounts inside the car towards the back there. So she's all attached to the frame. Next step now is just to cut off that firewall, get the new firewall in place, start doing some more welding on the car and making it look like a car again. So All right, guys. Oh yeah, and just in case you don't know, so this is actually a 58 Nomad wagon frame I got sitting here. The wheelbase, according to the internet, 119 inches for the Nomad wagon frame. Impala's 117.5. It's very, very hard to find a Impala specific frame only for this car. So I was fortunate enough to find the Nomad wagon frame. The body mounts, everything else looks like it's lining up the exact same spot. I measured it too beforehand, and it didn't look like it was any different than the Impala frame. Everything seemed to be identical in measurements, so not too worried about it. It should line up. Everything should work pretty good with this here. So, all right. Oh yeah. Hey, so guys, don't forget, leave your comments in the comment section down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you guys take the time out to leave me some comments in the comment section, I take the time out to make sure I respond to you guys. I always do that. I always try and at least respond to, reply to everybody's comments that left me. Maybe leave me some comments in the comment section. Let me know how you would have done this frame swap by yourself in the shop. If it's something you've done before, maybe you have an easier method than I've used. Let me know in the comment section. I'd love to hear it. It's always great to hear if anyone else has got any ideas. So, all right, guys, thanks a lot for sticking around to the end of today's video. And remember, if it's not Raglan, it's not custom. I'll catch you guys next episode. So take care.